What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And today I got another 4K Blu-ray review to do, and this one I'm really excited about because today I'm going to be reviewing Batman Mask of the Phantasm on 4K. And you guys know I'm a really big Batman fan. I did a whole bunch of Batman videos last year when the Batman came out, and I am still very surprised that we got this movie on 4K. And it's also one of my favorite Batman movies. I didn't include it in my Batman ranking video because that's just for the live action movies, but if I had included this movie on there, it would have definitely been very high on the list. It's a very great movie, and I just got done watching it on 4K, so now I'm going to give you my thoughts on the 4K picture and sound quality as well. But first, I'll talk briefly about the movie itself. I'm not going to go super in-depth talking about this movie because I reviewed the movie, I want to say back in 2018 or 2019, back when the movie got re-released in theaters. It was like a Phantasm event screening, and of course I had to go to it. So if you want to know more about my thoughts about this movie, then go check out that review. But really briefly, I'll talk about this movie here. Like I said, it's one of my favorite Batman movies. It just so happens to be an animated movie, and it was made when Batman the Animated Series was still doing its run. So Kevin Conroy comes back as Batman, and Mark Hamill comes back as the Joker, and they're both phenomenal in the movie, and I really like the story of this movie. I'm not going to go into spoilers here. Again, if you want to know more about my thoughts on the movie, go check out my original review for it. But the story itself, I think, is very interesting. I like that they created a villain specifically for this movie, and I like how grounded this movie is, because if you think Batman animated movie, back then in the 90s when this movie came out, you would have seen it as just something for kids. And this story for Batman is pretty grounded, and this movie is rated PG, so it definitely makes use of a PG rating. Nowadays, this would have been passed as PG-13, but I'm glad that this was actually PG. I mean, there's PG-worthy stuff in this movie. Nowadays, you associate PG with kids' movies. That's a different topic for a different video, but not this movie. This movie, it's like, no, PG is parental guidance suggested. Some material may not be suitable for children, so let's take use of that in this movie. But on top of that stuff, it's a very engaging movie. All the performances are really great. The music is phenomenal. It's definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it and it's been a long time since you have seen it and you don't remember it. It's definitely worth a rewatch. Like I said, one of the best Batman movies that's out there. I honestly can't sing the praises enough for this film. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the 4K quality. This is a hand-drawn animated movie that was shot on film, and Warner Brothers was advertising that they went back to the film elements and scanned this movie on 4K, and you definitely can tell by the picture quality that they did that. Now, comparing it back to the Blu-ray that came out back in 2017, it's not a gigantic leap in quality when it comes to picture resolution. This was a really, really great Blu-ray when it came out. But I will say that this 4K picture is a big enough step up to where I could justify, yes, this is absolutely worth getting on 4K, even if you already own the Blu-ray that came out. The picture quality is a bigger leap from the Blu-ray. It's just, like I said, it's not going to be a gigantic leap in quality. The film grain is very much intact here. It was very consistent and very nice to look at there throughout the movie. I'm happy to say that the colors really popped out in this 4K transfer. They're more brighter colors than the previous Blu-ray, and I loved seeing all the attention to detail that the 4K transfer brought out in this movie. Just details like the textures on the buildings, the rain in some parts, even Batman's suit, the Joker's suit. It's all got really great detail that this 4K transfer really brings out. And if you like hand-drawn animation, then you're gonna have a field day, I think, with this 4K transfer. I know that I had a hard time looking away from the screen because I was just looking at all the detail that this 4K scan brought out, and I think they did a great job with it. The colors, if you're wondering, it is HDR10. I don't think it's Dolby Vision. Warner Brothers doesn't tend to do Dolby Vision as much as HDR10. So if you got a TV that supports HDR10 like I do, then you're going to get the most out of this 4K transfer in terms of picture quality. In terms of sound, they do include the original theatrical 2.1 audio, but we do get an upgraded, remastered 5.1 DTS audio, which I thought was great. Again, this movie's got a really great soundtrack, so the music is very good to listen to on the 5.1 master. It sounds really good on the 2.0 also, so if you're a purist, then don't worry, the 2.0 is still intact. But if you want to experience it with an upgraded remastered sound, then the 5.1 is not going to let you down. The music sounds really good. The sound effects were really good. The sound and picture is definitely worth picking this movie up on 4K. At least I think it is. Especially if you, like I said, if you already have the Blu-ray, double dip and get the 4K. Because I remember talking to my friend about this movie back in 2017, and we were both just talking how much we love this movie. I've watched it on DVD a couple times, and we both mentioned that, man, I wish we can get a Blu-ray of it. I wish we can get a high quality copy of it besides DVD or VHS. Because we remembered that so many people were talking about this for a long time. We want a Blu-ray of it. And then I'm not kidding, like I would say a week or two after we had that conversation, Warner Brothers announced that it was coming out on Blu-ray, and we were both like, oh my gosh, our prayers were answered. We're getting Mask of the Phantasm on Blu-ray. But I did not think that we were ever going to get this movie on 4K, considering how long it took to get this movie out on Blu-ray. But I'm glad we have it on 4K, and I'm glad that it's a good picture and sound quality. I'm glad it wasn't just, you know, just ran through a factory and like, oh, we'll put it on a disc and just throw it out there. No, it seems like they did take their time with this, and you can definitely tell by the picture and audio that they really did this movie justice. No pun intended. Now, taking a look at the artwork, I just picked up the standard edition, and I really like the artwork on the slipcover. There's the spine, there's the back of it, and then you take the slipcover off. Same artwork on the inside. You open it up, you do get a digital code, and this is just a 4K and a digital code release, so you're just going to get a 4K disc right here. The artwork is just plain black. So if you want a Blu-ray copy of it, then you're unfortunately going to have to double dip for a Blu-ray copy, or you can do what I do and what I'm gonna do and sell my Blu-ray copy, because if you still have any Batman animated series box set collection, it does come with Mask of the Phantasm on Blu-ray. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell this Blu-ray copy and just hold on to the Blu-ray copy in that box set, because it's the same disc. They didn't really do anything different. Now, in terms of other releases, I'm not entirely sure if there was a steelbook. If there is, I'll put a picture of it right here. But if there is a steelbook, then there's that option. Best Buy also had the standard edition that came with a comic book of this story of Batman Mask of the Phantasm that came with it. So there's also that option too. And I'm not sure if there's any other options. Those were the only options that I saw when I went to Best Buy, the standard edition and the one with the comic book. And like I said, I'm not sure if there's a steelbook edition, but there's, at least from what I know right now, there's at least two options you can get. You can get the standard edition or the one with the comic book. I was thinking about getting the comic book one, but then I decided, I kind of need the little extra money right now. I'll just get the standard edition. I just really wanted the movie on 4K. So overall, guys, Batman Mask of the Phantasm on 4K, it looks and sounds great. Again, not a gigantic leap in the picture quality when it comes to the Blu-ray, but definitely enough to where you could justify picking up this movie or double dipping. Like I said, if you have a Blu-ray copy already, it is worth the work that they did put into it. And just the fact that Mask of the Phantasm is out on 4K, that just makes me so happy as a physical media collector and as a Batman collector. So if you are interested in picking up this movie, I will leave a link to Amazon where you can pick it up. Even if you don't have this movie on Blu-ray and you're not sure if you want to get it on 4K, I think the movie itself, never mind the picture and sound quality, I think the movie itself is definitely worth picking this up on 4K. The portrayal of Batman and all the other characters and how the story was told, it's absolutely worth it. So if you want to pick up a copy, I'll leave a link to Amazon. Definitely worth your time. So guys, that's my review for Batman Mask of the Phantasm on 4K. I know I've been saying I want to do more 4K reviews, and I've got a whole bunch that I can do right now, but maybe I'll start slowly doing some more of these. I know Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse just came out on 4K. I haven't seen that movie yet, so maybe this weekend I'll check that movie out and I'll try to get a video out as soon as possible. I know there's other ones I could do, like Scream 6 just came out. I think Shrek the Third just came out on 4K today also. So I got some 4K options that I can do. If you have any requests of 4Ks you'd like me to check out and review, then let me know in the comment section below. And also let me know in the comment section below if you picked up Batman Mask of the Phantasm on 4K and what you thought about it. And just like always, guys, thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and share it. Subscribe right here if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, Take care.